Hey, what's up guys? My name is Dan and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about Arsenal's last game of 2024 at home against Ipswich, and I've got mixed result, or obviously mixed feelings about the result. Obviously we won the game 1-0, which is a good result for us in terms of getting to the league title. But also it's a little bit of a dire game. I'm not going to lie, it wasn't the best game we've ever played. We never really looked like we were going to concede, to be fair, but we kind of struggled a little bit going forward. Kai Havertz getting the last goal of the year, which was absolutely amazing. Kai Havertz scores again, which is awesome. He's our top scorer now, I think, so that's good as well. But apart from that, we kind of really struggled going forward, but we did contain them. Ipswich never really caused us any kind of struggle, and we saw the game up pretty comfortably. It got nervy, I guess, the last 10 minutes or so, especially when they got like 4 minutes extra time. They kind of came at us because they had no choice, but we dealt with it really well. Another clean sheet for David Raya as well, which is absolutely amazing. We broke all kinds of records this year. The most goals scored in the calendar year. Apparently, it's more than even the Invincibles got in the calendar year. More than anyone else. We scored the most goals more than anyone else. We've also kept the most clean sheets. I think David Raya's got 23 clean sheets in the last 50 games for Arsenal, which is absolutely amazing. So yeah, overall really good result. Just the game is a little bit off. With Saka being injured now, we're kind of wondering what the front three was going to be like. I kind of figured, I was talking to my mates about it yesterday, I kind of figured Martinelli would be out on the right hand side. Jesus had to start this game. The fact that he scored so many goals against Palace in the last two games meant that he was undroppable. We had to start him. I think he had a decent game. Obviously didn't get a goal, but had a decent game. I don't think he had a bad game. Just that he just had no end product, and that goes with most of the team. Gabriel missing a sitter as well. Obviously, I think it was a corner or a free kick. I can't remember, but he absolutely should have scored that. It should have been 2-0. He just went just the wrong side of the bar. But yeah, I mean, that front three, go for the front three again. Obviously, with Saka being out, it was always going to be a bit of a mystery of what Arteta was going to do. But we handled it well. Havertz did what he needed to do. It was a pretty decent goal, to be honest with you. It was a tap in, I guess, but you had to be there. Trossard had a really good assist. Obviously Trossard started out on the left, Martinelli out on the right, and Kai Havertz did really well. And in the end, 1-0 to the Arsenal was all we needed. So, and like I said, it was a poor game, I guess. But it was a game that we needed to win, considering all the really awesome results that have happened over the last couple of days. Everyone dropped points except for Liverpool. We absolutely needed to win this game, especially the leapfrog Chelsea. They had a terrible game against Fulham, which is absolutely amazing. So yeah, it's kind of looking like it's Arsenal with Liverpool now. We're back in 6 points behind Liverpool. They've got a game in hand, but like I said, I don't really count games in hand. It's all about the points. We just got to keep winning now. We've got Brentford at home midweek, New Year's Day. We're looking forward to that game. Not at home, sorry, away from home. And then we've got Brighton away as well in the weekend. So we've got a couple of really tough fixtures away from home. We do quite well away from home, so, it is what it is. But, against Brighton and Brentford, who are difficult teams to play against, we should still be beating them. We need to win them both games. So, yeah, I don't know what Liverpool fixtures they've got. I don't really care. But I know that they're going to drop points at some point. They're not a Man City. They're not going to go on a 16, 17, 18 game win streak. I think they are going to drop points at some point. We've just got to make sure that we do our part and we keep close enough to them to capitalise on any kind of slip-ups they make. Maybe we're going to see, because obviously the last couple of seasons we've been up in front, and we've obviously proved that we struggle being in front and keeping the composure and not allowing City to overtake us. But now we're the ones doing the chasing, and it'll be interesting to see. And it'll be the first time as well. So for Arteta to be chasing the title instead of kind of running away with it. So it'll be interesting to see. At the moment, we're doing all we can. Would Saka... We have scored more goals if Saka played this game. I'm not too sure. Ipswich are uber defensive. Back five. 2 banks of 4, whatever. Super defensive. Looking to counter us, which they didn't really do. They had a couple of chances towards the end, I guess, but overall, David Raya didn't really have much to do. Had a couple of decent-ish saves. A couple of really nice, easy catches as well. So, it's debatable whether Saka would have had a massive input in this game, considering how defensive IPSWICH were. They were blatantly playing for a draw, and it backfired on them. It'd be difficult, but against Brentford, against Brighton, especially against Brighton, it's going to be a bit more of an open game. Hopefully, Saka won't be too much of a miss. I think Odegaard had a bit of a poor game. He grew into it. The second half was much better than the first half. Being a bit quiet, Odegaard, for my liking. I kind of want to see him getting a couple more assists. Maybe even a goal or two. There's a couple of chances in this game where he could have shot and he didn't. Whether he would have scored or not, it's debatable, but... overall, 3 points. We just need to win this game. Goal difference is important in March, April, May. It's not important in January, December time. So it's all about 3 points right now, and we did what we needed to do. Hopefully, Liverpool can drop points in the next couple of weeks, and we could just close the gap on them a little bit. If we go into February, 4 points, 3 points behind them, then it's game on. But it is what it is. We'll have to wait and see how it goes. But yeah, like I said, going back to the records, most goals scored in 2024 in the Premier League is us. And the least goals conceded is us. The most clean sheets is us. You've got teams like Man United who are wallowing in 14th right now. Their fans, saying, well, you're perpetually second, runners up. Well, yeah, there is much worse things than being second place in the Premier League right now. But like I said, it's a pretty decent record for us. We just need to capitalise. And Declan Rice said it best after the game. He said, look, we can keep winning games, and we will, but it means nothing if we don't get a trophy out of it. So silverware is definitely on the whole team's mind right now. Premier League, I think we're still in it. Champions League, we're definitely still in it, and obviously EFL Cup and FA Cup as well. FA Cup's a little bit dodgy. I think we've got Man United in the first fixture we've got to play, so that's going to be a difficult game. It always is. Man United's, that's going to be a cup final for them. That's their last chance of any kind of decent season. So it's going to be tough, but we're still in for 4 trophies right now, so we've got to win at least one of them. I think EFL Cup's probably at the moment the strongest contender. But again, we've got difficult teams, Newcastle and then obviously Liverpool probably in the final. So, either way, at the moment we're doing what we can. We've slipped up a couple of times. I tweeted out, I can't believe I complained that we dropped points to Fulham and to Everton in the last couple of weeks. They both had really good results this weekend. Everton beating or getting a draw against Everton and Fulham obviously beating Chelsea. 2 massive important results for us Arsenal fans. Obviously, it kind of knocked. I think it's knocked Chelsea out of the title race. They like to say, "Oh, we're not in the title race." You were anyway. You're probably not now, but you were. You spent £1 billion. For God's sake, of course, you're going to be in the title race. You're not some kind of minnows. You're not kind of some outside low-level team that's suddenly, surprisingly, in the title race. You're Chelsea. You've spent so much money. Of course, you're in the title race. But I think this has knocked them out a little bit. It'll be interesting to see what they do. I think Cole Palmer can't single-handedly win them a trophy, let alone a league title. Decent results for us. And like I said, dropping points to Everton and Fulham now don't look that bad now. Compared to the fact that they've the other teams that they've taken points off of this weekend alone. So, it's maybe the Arsenal season's not as bad as we like to think it is. We Arsenal fans do like to overreact sometimes, especially online. I looked at those both of them and thinking they're terrible points to drop. We should have been beating them both. But look what they've done this weekend. You can't argue against that. That's not something to be frowning upon. So it is what it is. Liverpool just they're in a vein of form right now. Vein of form, should I say? And but I just don't think it's going to last. They don't have a squad to last. Any little thing happens to Salah, their season's derailed. They don't have the squad to keep up with it, in my opinion. And they're still in the Champions League as well. It'll be interesting to see how they do that. But yeah, anyway, I think it's going to be a very interesting first half of 2025 for Arsenal. Hopefully, we can get some silverware. I think it galvanises the progress we've made. Every Arsenal fan, I think a lot of our non-Arsenal fans know that Arsenal now to Arsenal 5 years ago, 6 years ago is night and day, completely different. And any club like Man United, even Chelsea spent so much money. We haven't done any of that. But Man United fans would kill to have an arc the way Arsenal have. So it's really funny when they try to banter me because it's like, well, you'd kill for your club to be doing what we're doing right now. So it's a bit funny, really. So we need to galvanise and prove that progress is definitely happening with a cup. The FA Cup, lasted a while, but now we need another one. Even if it's in the EFL Cup, we need some kind of silverware to go, you know what, we have turned a corner, we are a big club now, we are, I would say, the second best team still, against Liverpool. You have to say Liverpool are the best team in the league right now, you have to do that, but we're not far off Liverpool, not at all, and it'll be interesting to see what the first half of 2025 brings us, should I say. Yeah, let me know what you thought about the game, guys. What do you think about Saka being missing? Do you start the same lineup to yesterday to the Brentford game in a couple of days? I think that's what's going to happen. I just want to talk about Miles Lewis-Skelly right now, really quickly right at the end of this video, because what a player he is. 18 years old. I thought he was still 17 actually, but he's 18 years old now, and he's completely at home now. Playing left back for us. And the latest in a long line of different left backs. And he's made it his home. Like, he's so powerful. You saw him against Calvin Phillips several times in this game. He just elbowed him. So physical, so strong for a kid, really. Once he's on the ball, you can't get him off it. He's done brilliantly. Everyone thinking Ethan Nwaneri, he's a top quality player, and I think he should have been playing in this game. But Miles Lewis-Skelly, man, he's come out and proved us all wrong, in my opinion. Not all wrong, but surprised us all. Just how good he is. And even when Arteta talks about him, it's a little bit of a hint of surprise, like pleasant surprise, like, well, okay, this kid's good. Just want to take a moment to recognise him. He's an absolutely phenomenal player. I think he's second part 2. Whether he stays in left back or whether he moves further up the field, it remains to be seen. But he's made it his own. He's a first team quality Arsenal player now, and it just goes to show that Arsenal does create great players, and Arteta does trust the youth. But it's just that you have to earn it, and you have to prove that you're good enough, and he's done that. So well done to him. Long may that continue. And yeah, hopefully, Ethan gets his chance in the first team. With Saka being out, he's definitely going to be rotated in the team, I think, a lot more than he would have done. Yeah, it's all good right now. Happy 2024, guys. Happy 2025. Happy New Year. Probably won't do another video now until just after the Brentford game on New Year's Day. I've got a night shift that night, so I'm going to be watching the game during the night. But I'll do a video during the day, the next day, so, it'll come out in a second, basically. That'll be my first video of 2025, so, thanks guys, this is my last video of 2024, my last Arsenal video anyway, and I just want to say it's been a really great year for me personally, and also for my YouTube channel, like, massive views, massive comments as well. People, even the Arsenal Australia group, recognise me and talk to me in bars and stuff. It's awesome because obviously they watch my videos and stuff, and it's great to see that, and long may that continue. I love that. I love talking to all you guys in the comments as well. So I really wanted to take a minute to say thank you guys. I really wish you the best New Year's. Have a good, safe New Year's Eve. And the best 2025, because I've got a really good feeling that we're going to enjoy 2025. So, yeah, thanks guys, really do appreciate it, and I'll see you guys very soon. Adios.